As the draw starts to take its shape at the 2019 ATP Dubai Duty-Free Tennis Championships, a few notable scalps were claimed in the opening round, as Marin, Cilic and Khachanov both exited the tournament. Roger Federer and Gael Monfils will headline a busy schedule on Wednesday. ATP Dubai 2019 Day 3 Predictions Roger Federer vs Fernando Verdasco Head-to-head, Federer 6-0 Verdasco Last meeting, 2015 Dubai, Federer won 6-4, 6-3, Roger Federer safely moved past Philipp Kohlschreiber in his first outing since the Australian Open. However, worryingly for the Swiss, he was very erratic and seemed to come second best in majority of the rallies, especially in the second set. Sometimes we forget he is 37 and perhaps we should not expect from him to go running around chasing every ball. Federer will face Fernando Verdasco in the second round. The Spaniard, like Federer, is at the twilight of his career. His struggles were also evident in a 3-set win over Thomas Fabiano. Historically, the man from Madrid has not enjoyed this matchup, losing in all 6 meetings against Federer. For Verdasco's case, he is usually unable to deploy Nadal's brilliant strategy of playing the cross-court forehand to Federer's backhand. Verdasco struggles with Federer's slice backhand, which can be such an awkward shot to deal with. Federer is not playing at the level he feels is good enough to win the title. But he needs to win matches and we should see a strong performance from the maestro. Prediction: Federer in 2 embed from Getty Images. Roberto Bautista Agut vs Nicolas Basilashvili head-to-head, Bautista Agut 2-0 Basilashvili Last meeting, 2017 Monte Carlo Masters, Bautista Agut 1-1, 6-6, 3-7, 5. Nicolas Basilashvili is such an underrated player. In the space of a year, he rose from number 59 to be ranked inside the top 20, and he won 2 ATP 500 titles. His biggest problem is his fitness and consistency. That cannot be said of Roberto Bautista Agut, who has made a career beating those below him in the rankings. This will be a big test for the defending champion. Bautista Agut is a counter-puncher and would often rely on his opponent's mistakes. Basilashvili was clinical in his match against Khachanov, which quite honestly, I did not see coming. The Georgian will need that aggressive attitude to trouble the Spaniard, and I reckon he will claim his second successive scalp. Prediction: Basilashvili in 2 embed from Getty Images. Gael Monfils vs Marcos Baghdatis head-to-head, Monfils 3-1 Baghdatis Last meeting, 2016 US Open, Monfils won 6-3, 6-2, 6-3. Gael Monfils will fancy his chances of winning his second ATP 500 title of the year. He is playing with such authority from the back of the court, and case in point was the final set demolition in his match against Marin Cilic. Marcos Baghdatis almost made a melee of his match against Mohamed Safwa before edging it out in 3 sets. This will be a completely different challenge for the Cypriot, which he will not pass. Prediction: Monfils in 2 embed from Getty Images. Jan-Lennard Struff vs Martin Fucsovics head-to-head, first meeting. Both these two players have nothing to lose, and with a potential quarterfinal match against Federer we should expect some lightning tennis. Jan-Lennard Struff produced a serving masterclass in his terrific win over Milos Raonic in the first round. Martin Fucsovics will definitely pose more questions than the Canadian on the serve of Struff. So we could see the German lose his serve on more than one occasion, something that Raonic failed at. Struff won their only meeting in a challenger event in 2014. They are yet to meet on tour-level events. Fucsovics is the more accomplished player of the two, but Struff does have the big serve in his arsenal, which could once again be the difference here. Prediction: Struff in 3 embed from Getty Images. Kei Nishikori vs Hubert Hurkacz head-to-head, first meeting. Kei Nishikori is living to the mantle of top seed this week. In what could have been a challenging proposition against Benoit Paire, he made light work out of the Frenchman. His next assignment will be the dynamic young Pole Hubert Hurkacz, who is a serving machine. Since this is a first meeting between the pair, the 22-year-old will have to deal with many return balls from one of the best returner on tour. Expect Nishikori to continue his recent good form. Predictions, Nishikori and 2embed from Getty Images. Denis Kudla vs Richardus Berankis head-to-head. First meeting. Richardus Berankis stunned Daniil Medvedev in his first-round match in straight sets and will be brimming with confidence as he attempts to reach his first quarter-finals of an ATP Tour event since last November. The Lithuanian has had some eye-catching results this year. He beat David Goffin in Qatar at the start of 2019 and won a challenger event in Rennes shortly after the Australian Open. Denis Kudla starts as an underdog, and rightly so, but he will also be in high spirits after a brave fight back against Matteo Berrettini. Berankis is one of those players who would follow one big result with a below-par performance next. I suspect the pattern could repeat itself and the American will edge this one. Prediction: Kudla and 3embed from Getty Images.